A good year! Welcome to 2012, and welcome to Hat Chat.
Hi.
We hope
Hi.
you've had a fantastic time over the holiday period and didn't overindulge too heavily, because this year will be crammed, packed with Hat Filmsy goodness for you to enjoy.
Hat Filmsy.
Hat Filmsy goodness.
Is that a thing?
Right.
That is a thing.
It's an
That's a thing
adjective.
that's going to be happening in 2012 and 2012 only. 2013 is screwed.
Carry on.
Filmsy goodness. We're kicking things off with our first winners of 2012, carried over from the last one, which was Hat Chat 9. If you haven't heard it, then you best go back. Hurry now. Hurry. Hurry! Trolobus, reveal the
Yes.
executive producer of this one, our first podcast of the year.
Right, so podcast executive producer of the year, Hat Chat 2012, Apocalypse Rapture year. My favourite year. They'll push it back another year when it doesn't happen. What we did with this time around, as we'll announce later, is that we actually have a new website and we set up donations to get the software. So what we did was include, for the top hatter, which is the random donation, we added all of you into that for fairness because
Thanks,
you kindly
guys.
donated.
Thanks.
But in terms of executive producer, we still maintained people that specifically donated towards Hat Chat, for fairness. So, without further ado, the top hatter, the executive producer for this one is Erwin Moakirken.
Congratulations, Erwin
That's a-
Moakirken.
Epic surname.
It rhymes as well, which is pretty awesome. So you are the
Does
winner,
it? Say it again.
Erwin Moakirken.
You're kind of squeezing it together there, but okay. I'll accept it.
You, my friend, are the winner of Orcs Must Die on Steam. So if you
Yeah.
kindly email hatchat at hat-films.com telling us, I am Erwin. We know who the actual Erwin's email address is, by the way, so don't try and fraud it.
Yeah, don't try, yeah.
And tell us your Steam idea, please.
Idea?
And,
What
ID.
is your Steam
See,
idea?
Steam
your Steam
ID.
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 Easier way to do it. Add me, AlSmithy111, on Steam, and I'll send it to you then. So
Or do that, yeah.
my
And
name
everyone
is
else listen to
Al.
Hat Chat, add him, and spam him.
Loads of other people have added me. I'm sorry if I don't accept you all, but I physically can't stand that many alerts going up and down all the time while I'm in games. Yeah, so basically, AlSmithy111, add me as a friend, Erwin McKirkin, and I shall send you a guest pass.
You don't have to consider him a friend. You just have
No.
to add him temporarily. You can immediately
You can
remove him if you like.
despise me if you like.
In fact, I recommend doing that.
Yeah.
Before he does.
So, moving on, Top Hatter, which is selected from all the donations, including the website donations, since the last Hat Chat. The winner is Jake Tassie, Mr. Twizpops,
Old Wiz
his
Pop.
Minecraft
Congratulations,
username
Twizzy.
on the server. And his shout-out is as follows, which he didn't know would be a shout-out, but it is now.
Yeah, it wasn't.
love this.
It's not intended to be a shout out, but okay.
And herein lies the reason why all those donations to get our new website going are so worth it.
Ross, do it in your best voice.
The website will just not work for me. I have tried making an account after an account, and it just tells me I have an account. But when I try to log in, it just refreshes the page.
There's a question mark at the
There's a
end.
question mark at the end.
He reads everything on the queue.
Oh.
So,
So, to all those great people who donated, thank you very much. You're hugely generous, and we love you all. And the new website is going to be so awesome.
Yeah,
it
we've actually
It's pretty much up
raised
soon.
the amount that we wanted,
Yeah.
haven't we?
yeah.
Really,
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
Huge
fantastic
thanks
people have
to
helped us.
all of you.
And
Yeah.
thanks also to our friend John Regis, who you guys might know as Dimension Z on the server. He has kindly provided us with a server to host the website on, which is awesome as well.
Trot's been whipping him gently.
You can't really. That's the issue I have, is because you can't whip gently without
That's the
causing
thing.
a major rash,
That's
at
the
least,
problem.
or
Yeah, that's
blood.
the problem.
being caused. So
Either way, it's
Sorry
happening.
about that.
But he's still got a smile on his face, and he's still coding away. What's that? Hurry, code away.
But yes, if you'd like to be top contributor or top hatter, all you have to do is head to our website, hatventures.net, get confused because it might be a new layout soon, and then
We'll try to
head
make
for
it easy for you.
donations. If you go to the forums, there will be a donations on the right-hand side, and all you have to do is enter any amount you like. If you're the top contributor of the week, you'll be the executive producer who will win the major prize announced later on. if you want to be top hatter, all you have to do is donate whatever you want, and we'll randomly pick out of the hat who it will be.
That's awful.
Terrible, yeah.
I do it every week. So,
That's really bad. Still
Picking
bad.
Out of the hat.
yeah.
That
So
makes sense.
yes, head
Fantastic.
to hatbenchers.net and get involved.
Next
You
section.
bastards.
Update on Adventures.
New website. Right, we got this new website. It's awesome. It's using something called, what is it, Trot? What's the little back end thingy?
IP board.
Envision Power Board with the whole suite, not just the forum software. We got a vast amount of other pieces of software which will all combine together, like blogs, calendars, galleries. So all that wonderful.
Check out my
goodness.
upcoming blog, Al Smithy's PC Corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Smith keeps going on about his computer and his specs. He's got a blog on there now. So
It's
if
literally
you're-
just a list of his computer and specs.
I just thought I'd
Yeah,
get the ball rolling.
right now.
But if you come on there when it's up and live, if you want to give us any sort of comments or feedback, what sort of things you like to talk about, it's going to be sort of a blog, but also sort of a discussion area where you can just tell me stuff. Ross likes to rip it out of the fact that I couldn't get my motherboard working for a few weeks to start with. Maybe you can come and do a similar thing.
More importantly, you don't have to just read his blog. You can make your bloody own blog about whatever you like.
But don't read Trots.
So
You can
don't read
pepper.
mine.
You can pepper our website with meaningless blogs if you want.
Little
Do
bit
that.
trivia.
Go for it.
Blog
It's there.
is derived from the word weblog,
Yeah.
but it's so difficult to say. People just say blog.
Yeah.
why do they take the web out of it? And just put
weblog
the
makes sense. Weblog.
Yeah.
weblog?
Weblog.
Well, the web's kind of become ubiquitous, isn't it? So you don't really need to say it.
Oh, here we
Everything
go.
is abbreviated.
Add that to your blog, you bastard.
Hey.
Right. Anyway, new features of the website.
He's
It
writing now. I
loads.
can see it.
It actually loads as a
Yes.
website.
It's
High
really
fives.
Fast. It's
High
really
fives all
fast,
round.
and it's surprisingly fast. I'm shocked even now.
Yeah.
It's been a
And
while.
It's amazing.
everything, more importantly, everything's integrated, because before it was a flimsy integration with the front page and the forum. The forum was kind of put inside the website, which was a good temporary workaround, but we wanted to always have the forum integrate with the main page, so if you liked it, it would add to your global profile and stuff like that. And everything's just nicely put together, and your username
I like
goes
the way
all
you're
the way
put
across.
together.
Like if you
He
upload a
likes the way you're
picture
put together.
and I'm ignoring you, and if you add new blog posts, that's all in the same username and everything. If someone likes your blog post, that counts towards the same profile as someone
It's
liking
all
a
integrated.
a topic
That's basically
post.
everything that he's saying is all integrated. It
It's
means
better than Facebook.
It's better than Facebook because you can do all sorts of stuff. And
You can
Adventures is here.
even talking about Facebook, sign in and with Facebook and Twitter and have them sync. So if you update Twitter status, it will update your forum status and vice versa.
Yeah.
And it's really good.
There's a lot of new features to go on about. I mean,
My favourite feature
yeah.
right now
Go
was custom coded by Jean Regis, Dimension
yes,
Z.
yeah,
And
yeah.
what he's done is, when you're registered on the site, you may be registered already because we're pulling everyone's username and forum post, so you don't have to do anything again. If you're registered on hatvengeance.net, all you have to do is sign in again, and you're up and running. But if you're to register brand new, there's a custom profile field where you can put in your Minecraft.net username, and then there's a little checkbox saying, use my Minecraft avatar, and it will automatically do all the Photoshop wizardry that rips your face from your skin and places it as your avatar on the website, which is nice. And if you're already registered, edit your profile and add in your Minecraft.net username and do that.
What's
It's really
great?
cool.
What's great about the new website is the fact that it opens up opportunities to have a little bit more content. Really, like for example,
Yeah.
the Hat Chat page. Hopefully, once we've got it up and running, we can actually have it more like feature rich and like have things like perhaps like we had poems and stuff. We can have them on there so people can actually go on there and see news just about Hat Chat, and obviously news also just about the server. So dedicated
Yeah.
areas that people can go to. So, yeah.
Sometimes we talk about news which has images and stuff,
Yeah.
so we'll probably put our whole episode list of what we talked about and stuff, and then
Yeah.
the images and the funny news and links to the news articles and stuff like that.
Latest
That'd
prizes
be
for the
good.
week, things like that, polls.
Yeah, and the polls
You
and
know,
all that
Dedicated
stuff.
place for Hat Chat lovers to go and love Hat Chat. And that'd be on our
And
website.
comment, and then you click like, right, and then that like actually relates to your profile.
Yeah.
So it's all integrated. The idea is it's all
Oh my
integrated.
god,
Right,
Ross,
okay.
give us an update
Wow.
on Skylands.
Update on the Skylands. Well, I mean, technically Trot's been doing the last editing, so if anything, he should give us an update on that delightful
Brilliant.
track.
More Trot. Let's go.
More Trot. Bicycling back to Trot. And
what I did was
he made a little track.
Skylands. You may have seen it already. I think it was episode 30. I probably drank a lot of Coke or a lot of. I think it was just before Christmas. So I was eating a lot of chocolates that you've been given, So I was high on sugar, and I went a bit mental with the edit. Firstly, because I sang over the intro, and secondly, because there was this whole chase sequence with Ross. I was like, Ross did this stupid little da-na-na-da-da-da-da, and I took that sample, and then it formed into a song with ridiculous effects and stuff, which is copyright. It's available on hatfilms.bandcamp.com right now if you want it. It's part of a holiday bundle that we put together with loads of other Christmas-themed music and other bonus tracks.
It's also one of the only songs you'll hear with dubstep at 160 beats per minute. So
yeah, I did it really fast.
It's a really, really fast dubstep in there for you. But,
it's a unique genre. You could call it drum and bass.
You could call it that, or I guess you could just call it hat and bass.
Hat and bass, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's Skylands, and there's a couple more episodes left before it's over.
And everyone's going to start crying, and it'll be all right because we're
Don't
coming back. We're
Worry,
hitting back.
that thing we're telling you about all the time, that really big thing. Yeah.
It's going to happen, innit?
It's going to happen.
We'll talk more about that in a bit.
Yeah, but so the EP is now released, isn't it? As you just mentioned, it will be on iTunes soon. So anyone who loves to buy their stuff through iTunes, we won't be rock stars. No, that's the thing.
Oh.
That's the thing about modern day. You can make music and put it online. You still won't be a rock star.
Also, you can't be a rock star because it's hat step.
So what will we be?
So you could be electronica.
Am I David Guetta?
Yeah, I was going to say David Guetta.
A little bit, yeah.
It's the only one who's like in the mainstream at the moment.
Or Guetta?
God.
No.
Moving on.
I don't know how you pronounce it, but I don't really care as well. That's a weird thing. Like you don't really like. You kind of wonder what it's like, but then you don't care. Takes a moment, but yeah.
So the Razor competition ends tonight.
Oh my God! It ends. It ended yesterday, technically.
That's the Craft Christmas one where everyone built stuff.
Yeah.
We record a day in advance, but just because it's so long to edit, etc. and so forth. But yeah, the Razor competition is ending, and so congratulations to whoever won and is the runners-up. So congratulations to you guys. And
Check it out on YouTube if you want to see the winners, where your vote counted.
Yeah.
Did it work?
Yeah.
You'll find out.
And well done everybody for entering and for voting. We had some really awesome entries. None quite so good as the things I make in Minecraft, but
what?
Yeah.
You've also used butter Eiffel Tower sculpture.
I think every time you make something, you successfully manage to crash the server because it always involves a lot of TNT going off.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It was actually really hard to choose because there were so many good like builds.
There were loads.
Obviously, we put a few special mentions just at like the sheer enormity of some of their projects.
Yeah.
I mean, one of our community members, I think it was Mental Penguin, had this massive like Razor logo that was actually. You didn't see the Razor logo till the very end when it's actually the road system in the town. So like you see it from above.
It's the whole shape of the town, wasn't it? It's the edge.
And it's just
it was good.
Crazy. There's some really good builds, and it's such a shame we couldn't give everyone the prize because if we could, we would. But
that would really eliminate the
whole
for
point.
Competition.
It would just be a massive.
We're not
the Red Cross.
We're not like the Red Cross of PC gaming peripherals, mate.
I know.
Plus,
we're not, unfortunately.
I think that would be the end of the Royal Mail as well if we'd had to send out all those packages.
I guess
that would just make the Royal Mail implode.
But we've got to have a massive.
The Queen can't deliver all of it.
The Queen can't deliver
all of it goes through her as well.
Got to get FedEx involved. Get FedEx involved. Takes them off her hands.
Who's FedEx? Who's the Queen? What country is FedEx the Queen of?
FedEx is Queen of Fed, mate.
That's not a place.
Nah, it doesn't matter, does it?
What?
Is it?
No.
Not only do we have
Queen
a new
Fed.
website.
Hail the Queen of Fed! I'll have my currency with the Queen of Fed on it any day.
What's the Fed? What's the Queen of Fed's national anthem?
The Queen of Fed, and it just goes on like that for like an hour.
How do you know it's a queen as well?
Well, I've already explained to you. I've told you as a fact that it is the Queen. So you've got.
Where is she?
Oh, I don't know where.
Never appeals on public.
It's not important. I was in the middle of thanking Razor. Thank you, Razor, for all the gifts and stuff that we're now able to hand out to these lovely winners. So hopefully they're enjoying them and not as delayed as our prize giving is normally. And they're still sitting,
guys,
sitting on the desk.
Yeah, to the guys who still haven't received Fallout 3 and bloody Homeworld 2.
There's
if you
more
want,
stains on them than before.
to make my
so bonus.
job, to make our job easier, if you want to, have we got their addresses written down somewhere, Trot?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
we
right.
have. That's
Don't
the thing,
worry
gave
about
them
it.
to
That's the thing,
you.
we've handed them all to you.
Yeah, guys, it's
All
my
in Smith's
fault.
hand.
It's I'll blame Al Smithy for this one because they have been sat in my room for quite a while, and I'm going to post them this week. I promise. Okay?
Well,
Write
we're
it
gonna
down.
have to prod it.
There it is.
People
There's the
go on
promise.
Twitter.
Unless they're
prod 'em.
like foreign addresses, in which case I'm going to have to airmail it and probably have to go to a bigger post office rather than just the Queen's house, which is down the road.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, they'll be coming this week.
Imagine
Well,
going to Buckingham Palace with us like an armful of like packages. Come on, I got to send
you
some mail.
lazy.
You can't say that. You can't say that about the Queen. Come on.
Oh,
You
I'll
can say about the FedEx Queen though. She loves
and
that
I'll
kind of
punt
stuff.
one of her
God.
corgis.
God bless the Queen.
Pick it up.
Elspeth, cruel to
Jam,
Elspeth.
grab a corgi, jam its head in a shredder.
No, you can't.
Wow.
It's awful. Awful things to do with
Oh.
animals. You can't do those things. You can't. And I don't advise going to Buckingham Palace with some packaging to send off anywhere.
But yeah, anyway, onwards.
New server, mate. Because obviously we've been sorting out. Obviously, the new website is also hand in hand with the new server in the sense that it is now fresh and steady and stronger than ever.
We did a little test the other day, and we've managed to push limited.
Yesterday,
I'll wait till he's done.
nothing's gonna stop it.
He
Our
might do
website's way.
Are you going to do the chorus?
Adventures is here to stay once more. Done.
Thanks, mate. But yeah, we did a little stress test, and we actually got to 200 people without any lag at all. So it's a pretty powerful server. And we held an event the other day, didn't we, Smith? Or Ross
We
was
did.
away.
Yeah. It was
Gallivanting.
called How Much Do You Hate Ross event
Oh, what
2011.
And there
How
were
did that
so many
unfold?
builds of like Ross's decapitated head.
Oh,
That's
wow.
exactly what I was thinking.
Probably
That
decapitated
never
just because people couldn't be bothered to build the face.
Yeah.
How easy is
What
that?
happened?
That beard is so complicated.
No, that beard, screw it. Oh, he's been decapitated.
Either way, though,
You cruel,
we're
cruel people.
planning to hold more events, like us go onto the server and do more things with our lovely hatters, like
Yeah.
obstacle courses, which are impossible to make until I tweak them whilst
Yeah.
people are playing it.
That was fun.
And also, we're thinking of like different ideas of how we can get on the server and interact, and get you guys involved with the things that we do. So here's a suggestion: would you be interested in a spectator seat if we were to do our filming of, say, an adventure map, a let's play, and we walk through a portal? Would you pay for a little seat to watch us do the whole thing? Would you do that? Send an email to hatchat.
I point out when you say pay, it's literally going to be a very small amount.
A tiny little
Little
sum of
Basically,
money.
A small coin
get
toss.
It's kind of like get your ticket. And
Yeah,
you
it's
get
just a
to sit in the
reserve a
studio.
seat in a little special booth, so only you and a few others will be able to watch us do the whole Let's Play live, watch us fail a lot.
I'd like to know the plugin that can actually have that type of facility.
What do you mean?
Is that something that you've used before?
Is our whole new website will work with that? Like you can get the ticket on the site and then it'll
no,
update
not
your...
the ticket. The ticket, as in someone going in and without actually disrupting what we're doing. How does that work?
Think about it this way. We use multiverse, which is multiple worlds. We'll have
Okay.
our own world, which is protected and restricted to certain people.
Yeah.
So us three, plus the people that pay for the seats. And what
Right.
they'll do, they'll spawn in the booth, which is a protected booth, which they can't escape from. Probably we'll put a few holes in for ventilation, but not many.
No little water bottle.
But yeah, they won't move from that area, but they'll be able to see everything around. So they won't be inside the map bumping us around, but they'll be above, looking down on us like gods.
Like judging
That's
us.
how I imagine that would work. And if you think that's a good idea and you'd like to be in that seat, send a hatchat email at hat-films.com.
Well, you got that. Say it again.
Saying-
Say that
Send a-
normally.
Send an email with your little message saying, yeah, I'd like a spectator seat to hatchat at hat-films.com.
Put in the subject line, save me a seat.
Also,
Talking,
while you're
talking
emailing,
of that,
anyone who hasn't emailed already, make sure you tell us that you listen because we got quite a lot, and that's good.
we got a.
But
I'm actually quite blown away by the amount of emails we've received
Thank
good.
you.
saying, I listen. It's amazing. Like, you only just mentioned it in passing, didn't you, last time? And the amount of effort people went through to actually write a new email message, which is a lot of effort for me, by the way.
Yeah.
And do that. It's overwhelming. So thank you so much for doing that. And
cried
please
a bit.
continue.
Cried
I
quite a
wept.
lot, actually.
I wailed, broke a few mirrors and glass around me.
Did you? Did you cry a lot, mate? It's all right.
Yeah, I did. I wept. I wept for days.
Days.
But,
Hashtag wept.
Or if you can't bother to do the I listen thing, perhaps you can find out if there's a way we can actually find out how many people are watching or listening.
You can't.
Because we just don't know. We just don't know.
We'd have to do it via our website via some custom codery magic.
Well, we will figure that out ourselves.
Jean Regis into gear.
Jean Regis, do some magic. He's a magician, really. He's not really a website designer. He's a magician, and he performs magic
and a magician.
So 2012, big year for Hat Films and Jesus.
And Jesus.
Now that's completely out of context.
Yeah, it's out of context. 'Cause
The idea is Jesus is going to bring his floating church and everyone gets in, apart from animals and pets, but there's pet care.
why
There's
can't
a
animals
website.
come in?
There's a website.
I've got 2 dogs that
where-
want to come in as well.
Honestly, I kid you not, there is a website where there's this team of Rapture guys
They
who
pick
look after your pets once you're gone and make sure that they make it up as well.
why
ridiculous.
can't they go at the same time? That seems unfair.
I know.
Also, why is there a whole website
there-
devoted
is
to
there a
the
premium?
city from Bio?
How much do they charge?
I don't know. I
If
think
there's
the
a charge,
premium's
you
quite
know the
expensive.
Rapture's not coming.
But it's for a good cause, guys. So for a good cause. When 2013 comes along and they're like, I just paid a lot of money to make sure my dog gets in that floating church.
Yeah. And their excuse is, why do you need to be charged? So much?
Pushback main calendar got it wrong.
Admin, we need to file a lot of. Yeah, but the world's going to no. The admin.
There's a lot of
a lot of admin for all those pets.
Enrapturing.
There's insurance costs. Yeah, but the world's going to be no. It's going to cost a lot.
You clearly
well,
haven't
anyway.
been at a
Okay,
Rapture.
here's my card.
If the whole end of the world thing doesn't happen, something that might cause it is what we're doing, what Haventers
Yeah.
are doing.
We're going to
Which
start
is,
doing live stream, world-breaking stuff.
So
Live.
what, Ross? What are we going to be doing?
Well, we're looking. One thing I just mentioned, we're looking into live streaming, doing some cheeky live stream stuff of us actually just kind of having not so much an edited experience, but kind of just playing the games that we would play in our spare time, but showing you an insight into that world, but also other things such as possibly editing or behind-the-scenes stuff.
Making glorious music.
Yeah, exactly. Glorious
Trot on
music,
the loo.
depending on, because obviously those things are sometimes extremely time-consuming. So
Trot at feeding time.
trot at the trough.
Yeah, I was thinking, I reckon a lot of people will find an interest, like I would, seeing how all the cogs and gears work behind the things that we do, like the editing. It's like we get so many questions about what software do you use, how do you do that, what music software do you use. So why not watch us do it live?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And chat to us while we do it.
What would be important though for that type of thing is obviously a short edit, because a lot of the edits we do sometimes take like 4 to 5 hours.
A whole day.
Yeah, they take a long time. So unless you want to sit there,
Maybe
and
near the end of an edit.
chew up our
when we're wrapping
bandwidth
up.
for an entire day.
Something like that.
Yeah,
But yeah.
exactly. Sure.
Oh, and that's another thing we're kind of battling against here. We all live in fairly rural areas in the UK. The UK's got crappy internet as it is. Add that to the fact that we live in a rural area, we're kind of up against it in terms of upload speed. So it might be a bit bitty.
The main thing that clogs
Actually,
up
saying
the
that,
internet
I
streams.
could probably do that. I've got quite a good connection somewhere, so I can sort that out.
Well, the main thing that clogs up mine and Smith's internet is usually mud and cows.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Chewing
and all
on
that
or filling.
stereoscopic HD dolphin porn that Trot downloads.
Once I start
Insists on
downloading that,
downloading
the
it.
whole town I live in
Insists.
just goes down.
How is there so much?
We have to do rolling blackouts just to keep it going. We call it Dolphin Day.
I don't share it either because that would bring down the internet.
Plus, the internet's got nothing to do with electricity, so Tell me
but
what.
not quite.
Oh,
Hello?
oh God, Ross is calling. Hold on. And welcome back. Ross's internet just dropped.
Oh, that just tells you how
I
bad
think
it is.
Trot must have initiated that down. Was all that talking about it, mate? Did you just flick
Must
the
have
BitTorrent switch?
Yeah. The thing is, on this website,
Yeah.
There's a little animated GIF of the dolphin, and when you click on it, it makes the noise.
What? What website?
Then instant download, and then my whole town goes down. It's like, oh, there he goes again.
Oh,
Dolphin porn.
Oh, you're back on that again? You're still down there?
Ross lives like 200 miles away, and he still went down. Can't
Yeah.
avoid.
Took
Can't
us
avoid.
all that.
Whole south of England's affected. Either way, who else? The world is going to be affected by
200
something, isn't it, Ross? What is it?
I don't know if I want to reveal the name of this. I'm still iffy on that. But we've got an idea.
The next
basically.
thing then.
Well,
What's taking over Skylands?
What's taking over Skylands? Basically, we've got an idea where we're going to do something more of a narrative, which will go alongside our Let's Players as well, but not so much be the same as Skylands. Basically, it's hard to explain.
It's a series, isn't it? It's basically a series.
Yes.
Which is story driven because me and Ross are filmmakers and Smith's a budding actor. What is he?
I don't know. He's a little shit.
He's a guy that jumps on the bandwagon. That's what
Hi,
he is.
I'm here. I'm on the bandwagon.
He's just riding on the back with an arm in the air, waving at the fans.
We've always wanted to do this, haven't we? If you actually go back and watch the 1.7 trailer behind the scenes,
Yeah.
we mentioned then, way back then, that we wanted to do something like this.
Well, we mentioned that we had like cinematic ideas, which are basically going to be very cinematic in style, and be more of a narrative.
Huge sets, custom music by us.
Yeah.
Really awesome, emotional storyline. There's a part where my whole family gets killed by dolphins.
There's not.
That's actually not anything. That's a fresh storyline.
Although we
to it.
might add
got
it in.
scratched.
But
Might got scratched in the story.
That sounds like gold, mate. Put it in.
Yeah, it sounds really fun. There aren't dolphins in the game, so that would be even better.
Mob
Code
disguise,
them in,
mate.
it'd be right. Get
Yeah.
Jar on the go. Jar Regis on the
Yeah.
go. You'll code that
Recode
in.
the game, please. Plux.
But yeah, the format is it's not going to be a let's play at all.
No.
We mentioned before that it was going to be some weird hybrid. We decided instead we'd focus on 2 streams, so we'd have our let's play. So there would be a continuation in some form of our let's play, like doing different adventure maps like we always have done. So that's not going to change. But at the same time, we're going to be releasing these short, story-driven episodes that will be released whenever they're done. So, and the let's plays will
And they're going to be a lot of work because they're going to be beautiful.
Yeah, we're hoping to push the boundaries of what you can do in Minecraft cinematically, because we are filmmakers, as we said, and we'd like to experience doing that in Minecraft.
Exactly.
I mean, like when we say cinematic, we're not just talking about fancy camera angles and stuff. We're talking about storylines and music and narration and
because we do all that already, and we have done it. We make music, etc. We just want to put it all into one big thing, one big project,
one big orgy of media.
So are you interested in that? You like that idea?
I like that
Send
idea.
an email to hat-films.com
like.
saying, Jesus, oh my, wow, rapture time. Bring this to the screens. YouTube it
Yeah.
before rapture happens.
We're going to be
I've
doing
got
more
long.
games as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like well, we did say that thing about Skyrim, but I mean, we never actually got around to doing that. I mean, it's
New Year happened, didn't it?
Well, we're
New
thinking
Year,
about
yeah.
combining a few different things. So, for example, right
there's a new
now,
mod, wasn't
something that's really we're talking about quite a lot the last couple of days is the concept of live streaming. Everyone's doing it, and recently, me and Ross, especially, and Trot, when he's come out of his cave, have been playing Battlefield 3. And like, whilst we did a series a little while back at the beta, and we might revisit it again, right now we're kind of interested in just playing and then just letting people watch. So again, if that's something you think you're interested in, let us know, and we'll look at doing live streams of just random games and stuff.
guys. I played a game on Metro last night. It was like 4 a.m. It was ridiculous. And
Metro is a map on
Metro is a
Battlefield.
map. We do, if you go on our Battlefield stuff, we do it.
It was in the beta.
demo, in the beta, yeah. And yeah, it was insane in the tunnels. Seriously, guys, I was getting lots of kills, but then I was absolutely getting destroyed. People picking me off left, right, and centre. It was mental and scary, especially when I was solo. Didn't have my team with me. Didn't have a backup, but it was still
didn't
fun.
have your favourite fearless medic.
Yeah.
I
Else maybe stand to my right while I go gung ho in. and then sometimes Trot will just constantly get revived himself.
And then Trot's there complaining when he's at the back with a heavy machine gun, just firing down a tunnel with like 8 of his teammates in front of him. And then he's there complaining about how many team kills he gets. It's like, well, mate, if you put 200 rounds down range in under 30 seconds,
a lot of people are going to run in that stream.
What was that map we were playing where I was just getting constantly revived? I was like shooting off a few rounds and I got shot in the
that
face.
was Metro.
That was Metro as well.
Yeah.
Metro's a mental one. When
I don't want to live anymore.
We'll go into more of that in a minute because we actually have a gaming section, which we're not in that section. Currently, we're in update on adventure section. This is the wrong section for it, but that's my fault. I'm sorry.
Should we go to gaming?
Well, no, hang on. We just want to explain that we're going to be
things.
doing more collaborations with some of your favourite YouTubers. We can't name any specifically yet because we haven't spoken to all of them, but it'd be great to do stuff like that, and that's in the works.
Who would you want us to collab with? Send us an email.
Send us an email. Let's send them an email.
Send them an email. Go on their YouTube and say, you should collab with Hat Films.
Try and get a lot of people to do it. One might get lost in the sea.
Try and raise a small army of kittens that can use computers.
Yeah.
That's a bit.
Then you just, when you're done with them, just put all the kittens in a big Hessian bag, fill up the bathtub, and hold the Hessian bag underneath the water.
Sake.
There you go. Bingo, no
people
kittens.
to do these things? Don't
start a big fire in your garden.
So much animal
throw the
cruelty
Hessian
in
bag
this
on the fire.
Oh my god.
There you go.
There's so
no
much
kittens.
animal cruelty. I can't stand it. Can't stand all this Hessian bag business. Why do you keep sending me them? They're always empty.
One day you'll get one full of kittens, and then you'll be sorry.
Then I'll have to deal with it myself.
Ooh, spare ribs. Oh no, they're kittens.
Oh god.
Oh, what?
The bags are always stained as well.
Hat
What do I do
Films
with a
does not
stained
condone
bag?
animal cruelty.
Awful.
Likes to
But
make
you
jokes
really
about
do.
Another big thing that has been on our checklist for a while is live action. As you can see at the very, very bottom of our uploads, we actually made short films before we did anything on YouTube. And we like doing that, but we just haven't had the chance to recently, and we've now got a nice camera. We can actually do some of that stuff.
We've
Last
learned a
time
lot
I
of
worked
some
on a
nice
short
bits.
film with Chris and Ross, I got to stand out in the rain for 2 hours holding a lamp.
Yeah, actually, we should release that soon as well. So,
If you want Al Smithy to hold a lamp 2 hours in the rain,
yeah,
say yes to live action.
if you want to watch a 11-minute gritty, gripping drama, then let us know because we might put it up at some point.
Yeah,
It's
it's,
very
it's actually quite serious. It's
It
not.
is.
It's not funny.
It's not funny.
Don't laugh.
It was filmed
If you
in
laugh, you're doing
February
something wrong.
2011. So
But
yes, a month's time anniversary, guys, of the first of one of our.
Oh, what are you
films
going to
that
get
we made.
me?
What am I going to get you? I'm going to get you nothing. Cause
What?
I'm going to
Well.
build a shed in your garden, give you a shotgun, and send you
and
for
a
a long
Hessian
walk.
bag. And
There's
a
already
Hessian
a
bag
shed.
and say, you know what to do.
Get in
Put-
that bag, drown yourself.
Get in it. And here's a bathtub. Fill it up. Sort yourself out.
You suggesting I get in the bag and then find a local, pond or something to throw
Or an
myself
iron
in.
Yeah.
bath. Or a Victorian iron bath. Why not?
Yeah.
Jump in it,
God.
sort yourself out. But yeah, anyway, live action stuff, just, little shorts and stuff, because we can actually do some good effects that we, we do some stuff on the
Yeah, like
Minecraft videos, but it's
star
even more
wipes.
impressive. Yeah, like star wipes. But it's even
Huge
more
fan of that.
impressive in the real. So it'd be nice to actually make some stuff like that.
Yeah,
Which would also be funny as well, not just, meaningless
Yeah.
action.
We're not going to do it all like guns and stuff.
Not
We're
always.
also going to do
I
like
do love
shorts.
doing
Not
stuff with
all guns, but some guns.
There's going to be a lot. There's
Nice
going
to
be
get
guns.
a gun
yeah.
out now and then because it's fun to play with them in a responsible environment. I'll point this out to anyone who's got access to guns. Don't pick that gun up. Don't pick up a
Who's
load of
your,
guns.
who would be your top people that you say on YouTube? This is similar, but not exactly like, but similar in an influence to what live action
That was
means
an
to us.
awfully poised question.
Yeah. So are you asking me? I
That
don't
was
know.
that absolute clusterfuck of a sentence.
You're
Ross.
asking me. Well,
Ross.
Freddie W.
Let me ask it again,
Okay.
Ross.
Yeah.
If there would be two influences on what you consider live action shorts on YouTube to be,
Okay.
what would they be?
Well, that's the thing. I like a lot of Freddie W stuff, but I mean that is extreme action. Like that's action to the max, which is really good. But have that and then infuse some Hat Ventures humor. Boom. That's what we want to kind of.
I'm thinking
achieve.
also Julian. what's
Oh
his name?
God, yeah,
Julian.
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 I made this for you.
Yeah, he does really funny stuff because it's just little skits which are good. So yeah, little
Skits.
I like
Skits and
Corridor
effects.
Digital. And
Skits
I quite
and
like,
effects.
I do actually quite like Epic Mealtime simply because the main guy in it is an absolute genius. I think I've said this before.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah,
so
They are
clever,
hilarious.
the way he markets things. It's just like,
But yeah, imagine all of those combined, and then it's us three doing them,
Wow.
and that's what we're going to be doing. So,
So
if you're
if you
interested,
look up, you
Yeah.
might just be able to see the bar that we were trying to reach.
there is.
But you've got to squint, and you've got
I'm
to
going to be
get
doing
some- you've
chin-ups.
got to
I'm
get
going to be
some
doing
binoculars.
chin-ups on that bar later in the
squint
year.
and sort of imagine.
Yeah, so that's our goal, and
Now we've
yeah,
got the camera,
fingers
we've got the
crossed.
equipment now, so let's do it.
I've got the brains, you've got the brawn. Let's make lots of money.
That's
I'm
no.
not sure if it is.
Moving
Let's go to
on,
gaming.
Let's go to gaming.
Back into Battlefield 3.
Back into Battlefield 3.
Boom,
Well, we
headshot.
explained a lot of it previously, but yeah, Trot, you were getting quite destroyed in one of the recent ones
No. Well,
in
hold
Metro.
I'm not going to say destroyed. I'm going to say tactically a meat shield.
Yes,
Yeah.
you were a meat shield, and then you kept getting
Suppressing
revived.
enemy
and
fire.
then, God, it was so
I died
demoralising.
35 times right in that round.
45.
45 times, yeah.
Trot
Yeah,
died
yeah.
45 times.
It was
incredible.
awful.
Got about
It was-
5 kills.
That was such a
5.
demoralising game because basically we were on the attacking side of Metro, so we had to run into the tunnels.
And
But,
it
like,
turns out
everyone
the defending
snipes.
side was just a wall of death.
It is just a wall of death.
snipers.
And it's coming from all angles. Imagine 15 snipers on all angles, and you're just trying to run through that, all like kind of just slowly crawl, but they can see your camera moving slightly. You're down, and it's like, oh wow, that makes you
There was
feel.
this.
We
There
play
was a
hardcore
point.
mode, by the way, so you
Yeah.
die pretty much with one hit.
Yeah. And there was
It
a
works the
point
other way,
where
but we never find them to hit them. So
there's this bit on the left-hand side where it's just a grassy bit with a hedge.
Yeah.
And there's definitely a sniper there. And it's pretty much just me running in, shooting my LMG gun, while the other guys were just kind of crawling in the hedge on the right-hand side. And I was just, dying 35 to 45 times while they were just gradually pushing their way towards the little thing that they had to blow up.
Notice also that Trot said LMG gun. LMG is an acronym that stands for light machine gun. So he said light machine gun. That's sort of an example of Trot's handle of weaponry.
Well, I've shot a gun. You've seen the video.
Is it a
I've
gun
shot a
gun?
shotgun.
Or...
Here's a gun, right?
Right, speaking of which,
Pump
one
action
thing that
shotgun
me and
gun.
Ross were developing yesterday, when Ross and I were playing a little bit on our own, which would have greatly helped Trot in this situation, is that Ross unlocked smoke grenades, like under-barrel
they're
smoke
really good,
grenades. And they're awesomely useful because basically what you can do with them, you can fire them and they create like a big cloud, and it gives you visual cover in that your enemies can't see you running behind it because it's a cloud of smoke. And anyway, I was sort of asking him to use it because I hadn't unlocked it yet. And I was like, Ross, there's a tank coming up this road. We need to go across the road. Fire a smoke shell in front of it, and we'll run in front. He goes, what? And then I hear this popping sound and no smoke. And he
Turns
fired
around.
it at like a footpath. I was just like, all right.
it was miles away. I don't know. I had no idea where he was looking. I was like, oh, okay.
Moments later, a tank shell rips through a wall and I get blown to pieces. And then
And
later
every
on,
5 minutes, I'm like, do you want me to smoke this one?
I'm like, no. And then there was
Someone's
this guy.
firing
I
smokes
was
all
like,
over the place.
oh, God, there's that guy in the open there. And I started trying to pop him with my assault rifle. Ross fires a smoke grenade in front of us and essentially gives this guy cover. And I just see
Yeah.
it wander off into the distance.
it wasn't.
So
great.
you're suggesting that that's helpful and that would help?
No, but
help
later
me.
on,
Isn't
Ross
that
got
help?
quite a lot better with them. So,
And also, we saw that massive tower fall down. We spent
Oh,
an entire game trying to knock down this giant tower on Caspian border. It's not. It wasn't. No, it's not a tower. It's just a massive
Radio
radio
beast
tower. Yeah.
thing. And anyway, it turns out that thing falls over. And neither of us have ever seen it fall over before until yesterday. And it fell over, and I didn't see it. I just saw the result of it on
So
the floor.
tall. That's why it's not just like a normal building just falling down.
That's
It's
impressive.
a massive, humongous.
It's mad.
Radio
And it leaves
tower.
like a crater and stuff. And like Ross went, oh my god, whoa!
And you were like, chanting someone.
What? And I thought he'd like somehow worked out how to get his knife out or something.
Yeah.
And he turns around and goes, the thing fell over. I turn around, there's bloody spires falling over. I'm like, that's epic.
And
So
yeah.
imagine that, guys. Imagine seeing that live stream.
Picture
chatting
yourself
to us
now,
while it happens.
watching a screen,
Close
poor
your eyes,
upload,
put on
and
some
us going,
dolphin
yeah,
sound.
it's falling down, yeah.
You could live that experience with us live streaming. That'd be pretty cool,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
Sign
I'll probably
it's like
be
a
off.
petition. Sign the petition for us to start a live stream. No,
We'll definitely do it anyway,
definitely
but
do
you
it,
know,
yeah.
we're just raising awareness.
Yeah, Defo-McGraffo, mate. Defo-McGraffo.
That's not a thing.
It's not a thing, no.
More Skyrim.
I haven't played Skyrim at all over the holidays. I
I'm
haven't.
too busy
I've had no
pwning
time.
moves.
I've had no time to play it. I don't know where the
I
time's
played a horrific amount of Skyrim over Christmas.
gone. You completed it.
I work full time on another thing, not YouTube stuff like the other guys do. Little voice going there. I don't get a huge amount of time to just like pick up and play. So over Christmas I had like 10 days off. So I took every opportunity I could to play games, and I think I clocked up like 60 hours of Skyrim over the Christmas break.
Wow.
And I went from level like 17. I think I'm now level 36. I
I
completed.
don't think I've clocked up 60 hours in total.
Yeah. Yeah, I've pretty much no life that one. So yeah, I've seen loads. I've seen the main story arc. I've seen several of the other guild profession story arc things, and it's still just as awesome. And I would say, even when you finish the supposed main story arc, it doesn't feel like the game's actually like finished. Anything.
That's good.
I don't
I
think
was
it should
worried.
do.
No.
It shouldn't.
And to be honest, I've started doing because there's the ongoing war in Skyrim, in case you haven't played it, is between the Empire, who came up from
Cyrodiil.
Yeah, Cyrodiil, that's it, has sort of taken over Skyrim, and then you've got the Stormcloaks, who are under Ulfric Stormcloak, who's one of the Jarls, which is like a mini king. He wants to be the king of Skyrim and take it back for the Nords, and you kind of have to choose a side, and like you fight various battles based on. And I've only just started that, and that seems like probably a bigger storyline than the main story arc, or the dragon story arc, which seemed to be the main story arc. So yeah, basically there's loads.
Lots.com.
There's a lot.
So it's still really amazing, and I'm still loving my character Bowman.
I want to try a different one, like a mage and things,
I
because I've
really
done the
want to try a
bowman.
giant orc with a giant hammer.
Yeah, that'll be good as well. Yeah, I'll try that one. Now that you gave me the idea,
No.
thanks, mate. Let's move on to funny news.
Funny stuff.
Well, it's best to be funny then, I guess. Right, who wants to kick it off?
Sea Lion writes dragon character as excitement builds.
What?
Dragon character.
It's probably-
As in writes a dragon character, like...
As in, the Chinese character for dragon. I think it's going to be
Oh,
like the year of the
I was
dragon.
thinking like he writes into a script
Yeah.
a dragon character.
There's a sea lion, and
There's a lot of logic that we're missing out here. The fact that a sea lion's writing anything.
sea lions are really scary.
yeah.
I thought they were just like seals, but if you look at a sea lion, they're kind of quite scary to look at.
Yeah.
I just thought this was kind of relevant because Trot's the walrus.
I was going to say,
and,
yeah, that would be quite a good one for him to
He
read out.
couldn't write dragon in Chinese.
No.
I
So,
can't, no.
You
So
can't,
he's got one
you
up on
can't
me.
as a human.
You
so-
have been one-upped, mate.
By a sea lion.
All of
all
us have.
things.
None of us have ever done that. We've all been upstaged by a sea lion, guys.
Apparently
Anyone
my
listening to
Chinese-
this, you've been upstaged if you
Unless-
haven't done
unless
it.
you can write-
My Chinese sign is a dragon, apparently, as well. So
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That fits so much, and you still fail.
next the year either side, I think one of them's a rabbit. So I got pretty lucky with that.
Yeah, you did.
Wow.
Although you do look a bit like a rabbit in headlights.
What?
And I would not
What
stop.
myxomatosis?
I would not stop for you.
No,
I'd be like, yes.
I've actually said this to Truck before that I will not stop. I refuse to put pressure on my brake pads for him if he's in the middle of the road. I'm not wasting
Why
precious
would I-
fuel on the fact that you are just
God.
walking across the road.
Jeez.
Nah, I'd stop, mate, don't worry. Or I'd turn really sharply. Cause an
Thanks,
even worse
mate.
crash.
Oh, yeah,
God.
that's
Well, that's
not
a very
Ross's funny
brief story, wasn't it, Smith? Unless it goes on. That's it.
Well, I mean, I
That's all
just
he's
thought
got.
it was kind of relevant more than like
Oh, yeah,
in
okay. that.
depth. I've got another one. I've got a couple of really short ones, which
Ooh,
I
go on then.
hope you'll
One or
enjoy.
two. Only one.
Basically, the next one is 3-for-1 drink stunt is YouTube hit.
Oh, that's
Uh,
awful. That's a crap news story.
Yeah, but it's just the way it's written. The YouTube video, which has gone viral, brilliant. They love that. They love that word. Shows a group of teenagers on the Isle of Wight attempting to get their hands on 2 soft drinks that were tantalisingly stuck in the machine. What makes the video, posted on user, blah, 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 interesting is the technique used by the group. This is a news story, guys, just so you know.
Wow.
One of the youngsters can be seen putting a coin into the vending machine and selecting a bottle of water located above one of the beverages, which is teetering
God.
on the edge of its
Every
service tray.
mundane act.
When the newly selected drink drops down, it knocks the other 2 drinks down into the bottom of the vending machine for all to enjoy. The 3 for the price of 1 stunt has received over 320,000 views, with plenty of comments left by impressed users. Bash26589 wrote, "Haha, that's awesome." That is a
Oh my
news story.
God.
That's mental.
Basically, the technique.
When our videos get that,
is-
we don't get that much viral attention.
No.
It's like, oh,
But-
God.
What they're talking about, like the tactic, all it
Yeah.
was there was two loose ones, in a vending machine. One had got jammed, and one got jammed beneath it. Lucky enough, they just chose one above, and it knocked both of them.
God, why is that news? Why was that news? That,
I'm more
that
angry
happened
now.
at university, and I've seen that happen, where it's just sweets and stuff. And you're like, oh, I'll knock this one down. Oh, that's probably a good idea. Oh, it worked. You got 3.
Not only that,
for one.
It's the
Well
cliche.
done.
It's a cliche viral mobile video where they, instead of doing it horizontal like normal people, they do it vertical. So it's just a strip of video.
Yeah. So it's just
And,
like,
and half the time they put their finger over the microphone, so you can't hear what's going on.
wow.
annoying.
The beauty of
Sounds
YouTube,
irritating.
guys.
That is not funny. That's angry,
Yeah.
inciting.
Right, Trot, what's your news story?
This is quite an interesting one. Every year, obviously, there's a Freedom of Information Act, and there's quite some interesting ones presented by the local councils around England. One of them had to outline a plan in case Santa's sleigh crashes.
Oh, how did that plan go?
Apparently, there was someone responsible for rounding up the reindeer, and there was staff that would get the job of clearing the crash site.
Well, I mean,
What?
it's important. And I'd also point out to you that children might listen to this. So, they might be hurt by the fact that
Well,
Santa
the idea
could
is
get
it's
hurt.
Santa, and he's never going to crash, is
I don't want to imagine him in any
He's
type
Like
of
either-
Top
situation.
Gun. He's like
Even
Top
then,
Gun.
He's
even
like
then,
Top Gun, yeah.
it's not
Really
up to
good in
one local
jets.
council. It's just one council. It's only if he crashes in that specific area, that county. So it needs to be a global thing. I'm
Yeah,
If
suggesting.
he
It
crashes
needs
in
to be
Somerset,
a
mate, I'm going to
global
find him and
pandemic.
eat him.
Nah, he wouldn't eat him. I don't think he would.
Give it a bloody good
But
go.
yeah, other ones,
A good chomp.
other plans that councils have formed, which they've had to release now, is zombie apocalypse, zombie invasion attacks, what they would do.
Oh,
And
okay.
Merseyside Fire and Rescue Service was asked about plans for their alien attack, if that was to ever happen.
Yeah, those are quite important.
You got to cover
Prepare
yourself,
for.
I guess.
Oh yeah, I guess they've got to have a plan for everything. What was their plan?
They don't really have one.
Just a
But apparently Hampshire City Council was asked how many drawing pins it had, and what percentage were currently stuck in pinboards.
That's amazing.
Oh, God.
So, you can imagine the person you can imagine the job of somebody who
I've
has
got
to ask the question.
I've got a question.
Like he must be like the most. Oh, I wonder how many. Why is he American? Oh, I wonder how many drawing pins you've got. And how many?
And what percentage are currently
Answer
in
me
boards?
this.
Oh, God, yeah.
I'd like that to 2.3 decimal places, please.
I'm sorry for the stereotyped American nerd accent. Very sorry, but it just happens. Especially when we talk about drawing pins and the percentage
Yeah.
currently stuck in pinboards.
Leroy.
But
It
yeah.
reminds me of that. Someone
Why?
calculating the.
Oh, right,
we're
yeah.
going to
Oh, just gonna
33.3
quick number
recurring, of
crunch.
course.
You didn't need a number crunch. You can just hover over with your mouse and it'll probably give you a drop rate percentage. We've played well. I've been there. I've seen it, man. You didn't need to do that number crunching.
Other interesting question. Another one more. Apparently, the Cornwall Council faced requests about privacy holes being found in public toilets.
Wow. So glory holes, not privacy holes. Let's be honest.
Privacy.
There's a
This news
glory
article named it as private holes.
Of course it
So
did.
privacy holes.
Privacy holes?
Privacy.
Privacy.
Holes. Wow, that's great. Well, it kind of links towards the next thing I was going to talk
Well,
about.
glory holes. Go on.
Well, the next one involves urine.
Mm,
And it,
big fan.
Big fan, are you? Well, this one says export hopes for urine boiled eggs.
What?
All right.
Yes.
Finally. Yes, finally. That urine.
I've always wanted my eggs.
Oh,
soaked
people
in
are starting to
urea.
urine boil things. Finally. Can't wait until that
They're
kicks
waking
in.
up.
Today is that day,
Who's that
everyone.
magician? Who's that
It's
real
quite an old
close
story.
friend of Michael Jackson that loved drinking his own piss? Uri Geller. Uri Geller.
What is that? Is that?
That might not
was
be
that
true,
slander?
but I've heard it somewhere.
He loves a glug of his own piss. He does. Oh, does
Called
he?
auto urine.
Well, where's the article for that? Well, okay.
Speaking
Google
about
it.
slander, I did earlier call the Queen a lazy
No, he didn't. He didn't mean it. That's being blanked out for just pure disgrace to the monarchy.
Bless her soul.
Anyway,
We love you, Queenie. Anyway, continue. Traditional chefs in China are hoping their local speciality, spring eggs hard-boiled in boys' urine,
Where is this
Why
from?
boys?
Where-
will
like-
catch on worldwide. They're hoping.
What country?
China.
You say
Why
that
does it have to be?
in a particular
Why does it?
tone.
Now this isn't.
Why
Now
is it
this isn't actually
restricted?
that new. This is from March last year, so it's not
What?
2012
March
news. I only
last
just.
year?
You mean
Yeah,
it's
I
not
just saw
fresh
that.
like the urine?
It's not as fresh as the urine because actually saying that, it does later say that the urine is gathered from local schools and the very best comes from boys under 10 years old. They pee in buckets and we collect it fresh every day.
Why just boys? And why primary school boys?
Under 10?
So why
Under
can't it just
10,
be-
be more specific. It's got to be under 10. I don't know.
Oh,
That's
that's
so weird.
weird.
That is weird, isn't it? Now, culture
Scary.
officials want to spread the gospel about the recipe, which they hope to export to other countries. Oh, God. So, anyway, once they collect the boys' urine, they then... God, it's awful.
What do they do? What do they do?
What do they do with them, you might be asking?
Obviously, hard-boiled
then
eggs. with
then
it,
the
don't they?
eggs, which have official cultural significance status, are boiled in the urine, first with their shells on, and then with them off for a day and night before they're ready to be eaten. So they'll be eaten
Soaky.
I would have asked if there was any sort of process where they would clean the urine of any bacteria, but I guess the whole point of urine
I don't know.
is it's waste material from your human body anyway.
Yeah, but I
So
bet
they
they
may
taste.
as well do it raw.
I bet they taste better than the average pub pickled egg.
The eggs are delicious. It says here the eggs
That
are
probably is
delicious
full
and
of piss
healthy.
anyway.
They stop fevers, apparently. I don't know whether that's proof or it's just, and can help you concentrate if you're feeling sluggish or sleepy. Wow.
Of course, they
global.
bloody help you concentrate. I'm just eating an egg covered in piss.
God,
I'm on edge.
They're concentrating on their bowel movements and and whether they're going to throw up in the next 10 minutes. Oh God.
10-year-old boy piss.
Yeah, 10-year-old
soaked eggs.
boy piss. Yeah, so that's a great
It's
one.
horrible, mate.
Do you think you'd have some urine boiled eggs?
I'm gonna go with no.
You're gonna go no. They should call it something different than that as well. They should really have a specific name for it. I mean, at the moment it's just spring eggs hard boiled in boys' urine. Sorry,
Weester eggs.
Piss
Weester
eggs.
eggs.
I think
Weester
piss
eggs
eggs.
might work for me actually.
You're in for a big Kinder surprise.
Oh God. And also, actually, I saw
You're in
another
for a
story. It's not very long. It's just literally just apparently needing to go to the toilet whilst driving is actually worse than having a high blood alcohol level.
So
Studies.
just let go.
So if you need a piss, you may as well just let go.
Just,
If you're driving now and listen to this for any reason and you need one, it's actually better that you just let go now.
Yeah, but imagine if you just let go and then you kind of grease up.
Don't
your
let
brake
go of the
pedals.
wheel. Don't let go of
or-
the wheel. Don't let
or
go of the wheel.
Get yourself a designated pisser or shitter. So
Yeah,
you've got someone in the
literally.
car who
Install
can
a
relieve
toilet.
themselves at any time.
Install a catheter in the car. Just
Or
dangle.
just duct tape a Lucozade bottle to your penis
Yeah.
before the journey starts.
Yeah, no,
If you're a
I'm
guy,
bound
of
to
course.
need one.
Oh,
I just
no,
drank
I'm
a whole
responsible
Lucozade
driver.
bottle. I
It's
just
a
drank a
work in
whole
progress.
Lucozade bottle. I'm bound to need a piss now. Let me wrap it round my cock.
This is kind of a self-defeating system.
Yeah. Before I go on any journey, I drink a massive bottle, a 1 litre bottle of Lucozade, and then I
And you have
duct tape it.
diabetes.
I have diabetes, and I have it duct taped to my penis. Good day.
I love road law. Yeah.
Get in the car, kids.
To the prize section.
I'm still taken back by the previous section. That was a disgraceful section.
It really was.
Right, let's chirp things up with the prizes. What can we win? We can't win anything.
We can't.
What can our viewers win?
Well, actually,
Bastion Soundtrack Edition.
The delightful
Bastion.
menthol penguin gave this game to us to give to one of our delightful fans out there.
Mm.
Well,
He's a
actually,
very
not just one
generous
of them,
chap.
the
Thank you,
executive
Penguin.
producer. So
Yes.
you have to be executive and you have to be a producer at the same time to win that.
Bastion's an award-winning game.
What awards it won?
It won a really good indie game.
What
I don't
type
have
of game
Steam. I don't have Steam
Really
open right
good.
now. Okay, get out of my face.
Really good game of the year.
Yeah.
What type of game? What type of game is it?
Chop.
I'll tell you what type of game it is. It's an action role-playing video game produced by
Indie.
an indie developer called Supergiant Games, and it's published by
Wow.
Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment. I'm reading this off
And not
Wikipedia.
only, it's not just the normal game as well, it's a soundtrack edition, meaning you get the whole soundtrack, which is an award-winning soundtrack too.
Oh,
Really
that's
good,
good.
really good soundtrack of the year.
It's also available on Xbox
Um,
Live, but this one's on your PC. You see?
This is a Steam game, so you will need your Steam IDs ready and willing. So if you'd like to win that, you have to be top contributor of the week, and to be that, you have to go to hatventures.net and donate and be the top contributor of the week. So good luck to you.
All of your donations get poured directly back into Hat Ventures, the community and everything like that. Goes right back into making you guys awesome content and feeding trot fish.
Talking of that, though, I did actually take half of the pot winnings from last year
Yeah.
and used it to upgrade my yearly subscription to dolphinsrus.com.
Oh, not again.
It's
You
weird
know.
because
you were already at Super Premium.
I went on their website recently, and all those videos look the same.
I'm actually going to Google Dolphins R Us.
I feel like they're just they're mirroring the image,
when we
Mirroring
mirroring
Just
the
changing
video,
the hue.
re-uploading it.
The top hit is Dead Dolphins R Us.
Oh God,
Oh,
that's a
Trot-
place.
Trot, you had anything to do with those dead dolphins?
I was
Wow.
going to subscribe to that, but yeah, no.
He's not into that yet. His obsession hasn't pushed him that far. Also, guys, by the way, for the Bastion soundtrack edition, if you email us yours, email us what's after you've done it. We need to email you a link to that game, apparently, because if you
Yeah.
click the link, it activates. So unlike the other one where you can just add me and I'll send it to you, this one's slightly different. We need an email address to send it to.
It's Al Smithy free.
Yeah. What?
You don't have
So
to.
but bear in mind, if you know you're going to be the top contributor, know that we're going to have to send you an email. So,
So if you go and drop 1 mil in our account, you've probably stand a good chance. So just do that.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you drop 1
relatively
mil,
high
we can give you a
chance.
couple of other games if you want. But you
could
know,
be the Sega Classic Edition.
yeah,
Could be that.
you
Coming
can,
up.
you could get a couple of. We could even sign a little scrap of paper and send it to you if you want. We'll actually send it on time. Only if it's a mil, though.
Can't guarantee that, Ross.
No, not even for a
Can't
mil.
guarantee things being on time.
So
that's
let's do
fantastic.
a quick challenge.
Let's do a challenge.
It's not going to be quick.
This challenge is from Makuta 1000. Hello again, hat chaters. I've come up with a
Don't
great.
say
Hat
it like that. It's
chatters.
hat chatters.
Hat
it's obviously
chatters.
it's obviously been misspelled.
I'm just reading it like it's been typed.
God,
Hello again, hat chaters. I've come up with a great, as in cheese grater, little challenge for you three. Make up a poem/song about why you should never eat or kill a pig. For on my server, I have had hard time. Oh no, that was me. I have had a hard time enforcing the law of no pig eating, and a catchy jingle would be nice to have to say.
So hang on.
Tell you what, though.
On their server,
Well-
they're not allowed to eat pigs. One of the delightful food sources available
That
to you.
sounds like an excellent rule.
It's a veggie server, clearly.
I don't like that. Yeah, but you can't survive. Well, you can,
can
but
just
you've
get
got
mushroom
too
stew.
much work, though, isn't it? When you can just kill a pig and
It's a lot
chomp
of
on it.
work. Either way, we got this poem to make for this guy, so
Yeah.
let's come up with them.
We'll be back in literally a flash. Oh, look, we're back. No, we're not really.
I'm telling you.
That was one quick
Jeez.
flash. Right, Trot, go.
Here we go. You should never eat a pig, for the consequences are rather big. We'll hunt you down, grief your town, and you'll be banned from our server, you pig.
I like that. Oh, that's nice. We'll hunt you down and grief your town. Brilliant. Mine's not great. I'm not gonna lie. Once I saw a piggy. It wasn't really a biggie.
Wait. I rhyme pig and big, and you rhyme piggy and biggie.
Once I saw a piggy. It wasn't really a biggie. I shot it dead right in the head and stuffed it full of ciggies.
And we use the same format.
Don't eat
Like
pigs.
It's
called rhyming couplets, isn't
it? We did that format.
Right, Ross, what's yours?
Okay.
Freestyle.
Ross will be taking the mic. MC DJ HMX.
It's not a poem at all. It literally is. Do not be a dick. The rules clearly state you can't eat the pigs. All right, that is it. And now, if you want a catchy jingle that says someone, you say, "Oh yeah, don't be a dick. The rules clearly state you can't eat the pigs."
I like how you did it, so it could possibly fit on a Minecraft song.
Exactly.
Just don't be a dick. Consequences.
So there you go. I don't even know whether do you want to vote on those? Because, mine's not one. And I don't even
If
care.
you'd like to vote,
I made it up just then.
It'll be there on a poll on whichever site we use. Just go to hatventures.net and then look for the poll for Hat Chat.
Hey, Makuta, how about you put together a little video of all your server members singing your chosen jingle?
Yeah,
How are
if
they
you
gonna
use
sing
it,
it?
let us know that you've used it.
Send us a link and we'll tweet it.
That'd be good. Right, well done. It was particularly Ross there. Let's move on to questions.
I was just wondering when the fuck your next short film is coming out. It makes me so mad. I'm just kidding, or is it just what I want you to believe? Evil green laughter. Nick.
Well, we
Green
don't
laughter.
know when it's coming out because we haven't made one in a while, but we're planning on it, like we've mentioned previously, that we do want to make some more short films.
Within the space of 2012.
Yes, definitely.
Before Rapture, defo.
Always before Rapture. Anything we do is going to be always before Rapture.
Before the rapture.
Every time I think of Rapture, I think of
Bioshock.
Rapture. Welcome to Rapture. All right, anyway.
Would you
What are your
kindly shut
first-
up?
Would you kindly... What are your first and favourite gaming memories? Also, cheeky second question, shameless plug. I run a Minecraft Confessions blog on Tumblr. confessionsofamineacroftmaniac.tumblr.com. Wow. What would your confessions be?
My confessions would be I've never typed a URL that long and I'm not going to.
No.
You might want to bit.ly that one.
Yeah.
Or
What would your confessions be?
GL.
What is? I assume that's in Minecraft.
Answer
Confessions.
the
I
first
love
one
going
first.
onto our public server. Oh, no, hang on.
I'm murdering people with admin commands.
Yeah, I'm murdering them with like those ridiculous admin commands that can
Barrage.
kill everyone straight away.
You know they've removed that since.
Oh, have they
because
really?
it was so devastating.
It is really devastating. It's remarkably fun to grieve, but it's awfully brief. And
Oh,
Just
I'm
don't-
sorry.
you can rhyme in that, but you can't bloody rhyme in a poem, you
nah,
bastard.
you don't need to rhyme because you don't be a dick. Yeah, do not be a dick. The rules clearly state you
Consequences are
can't
great.
eat the pigs.
Don't eat
The
the
consequences
pigs.
aren't in there. You can't add that. It's do not be a dick. The rules clearly state you can't eat the pigs. That is not a poem.
First and favourite gaming memory was playing Alex the Kid on the Master System 2. I firmly believe that game was designed in my honour. Now, I used to play games like a child. So I would start up my Master System.
I guess
press
you were a
start.
child, right? You were a
press
child at
start
the time,
and
yeah.
do the beginning of the level I could do. Then I get to the bit where you have to play rock, paper, scissors with this guy, and I'd always lose. And because I was a kid, I couldn't work out how to beat him, so I just turned the Master System off. Then when I got bored enough, I'd come back and then do the beginning of the level again, get to him, get pissed off, turn it off again.
Yeah. Rinse repeat scenario.
Yeah, and that's the earliest memory of mine.
Wow.
I've got a favourite one, which
Oh,
is
right,
quite
okay.
early, but not early enough. Carmageddon, you guys remember that?
I
Cheeky
do,
number.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favourite bit about that, not running over the
Killing
pets,
cows.
although that
or
was
whatever it was.
ridiculously satisfying when you managed to find out the password to unlock the pedestrians instead of zombies.
God.
My favourite memory is actually unlocking a car and seeing quite epileptic flashing text appear on screen. It's like, you've won a new car! But it flashes so much you can't read it properly. It's like, I've won a car, I can't really... And it's amazing. That sticks out in my mind as one of my favourite
Because
early
it's scarred
gaming
into the
memories.
back of your retina.
A little
Yeah.
bit. I think that strobe effect is...
Yeah.
when I close my eyes, I do see that text now.
That's kind of good.
So, yeah.
I mean, my first
What
one
about
was
you, Ross?
Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo.
Oh, wow.
And that was awesome. I love that. I love that
Yeah.
game. I've got the ROM of it now on my Mac.
Wow, it's illegal.
So
Okay.
It's not if you actually own the original game. So
Oh, do you
if you
still
actually
own
have, of course, yeah, I've actually got it right now sat in a Super Nintendo, and I could put a picture of that on the website. If you go to the website on
He's
a
gonna have a
podcast
picture there?
page, I might put a picture on that because I've got that. I've got that now.
Nice.
Plugged into
Well
a
done, Ross.
SNES, but I don't have the cable, so I can't actually use that SNES. So it sucks. Send me a cable.
My
Not-
confessions
Yeah.
on Minecraft. I confess I really enjoy building 1x1 columns, which is one of the biggest rules not to do on Minecraft servers. I do it all the time. You'll notice if you're on the Minecraft server, I'll just do that all the time. Really pee people off. I also love griefing my own server. The Hat
Yeah.
Venture server.
That's my
you
one.
Just,
I
yeah,
love griefing And it's only because we've got so much power that we can just literally just explode everyone with one little command. It's hilarious. And then everyone gets all angry and we're like, oh, yeah, sorry. It was, you would. You know you would.
Yeah. My favourite, actually, I love spawning a load of dirt and filth hutting people.
Yeah.
It's my new thing.
Or or obsidian hutting people.
Obsidianing people, yeah. So you basically build a little hut around them and they can't escape.
They dig down.
And you replace one of the obsidian blocks with TNT so they can't see still. And you just light it.
It explodes them inside.
My confession is I'm really, really bad at building things.
It's not a confession.
You are, aren't you?
It's not really a confession. It's kind of just a...
He is.
I have this thing where I have ideas, but I'm really, really bad at transferring ideas from my head to things.
All right.
So it's like a creative block in his brain. Just won't...
That question was from Beck, a.k.a. Lagoose27, so thank you, Beck.
Thank you.
Not the popular artist that's released quite a few albums, but Beck, the more unique one that owns Confessions of a Minecraft Maniac.tumblr.com, who's gonna get a Bitly. Please.
This next question from George/JCat or
Jacat.
With your inside knowledge, why do you think a famous YouTuber disable comment ratings on their videos? And will you ever do this? I hate it because it feels like they're trying to silence their viewers to maximize their revenue, and I wonder whether it seems like this to a YouTuber.
No.
George,
I think it's
would
the reverse.
say first of all, your suspicion about it maximizing their revenue, that doesn't really hold water in that the only reason YouTubers make revenue is because people watch their videos, and it doesn't maximize things to cut people out. So
yeah,
it's the reverse. Yeah, and
it's probably because people said so many negative things, or they're expecting so much negative comments that it's not worth the hate that you get. Like, because you might make some videos that, like, I don't know, when we make non-Minecraft videos, a lot of people don't like it, so they might just slag it off, which is fine because they don't like it. But yeah, the person who made that video probably won't like that, so that's probably why it's
a big transition to do it on to make content on the internet, full stop. And for the audience to have that anonymity, they're gonna be very transparent and open about their opinions, and a lot of YouTubers don't like to face negativity, so their option usually is just to disable comments altogether. And no matter how many comments you get, as long as you have the views and people are looking at the ads, that's how you get money on YouTube, not through comments.
One thing I was going to say was that, to be honest, like when we pretty much read, like when we release a new video, we all pretty much track its progress for at least the first hour, just literally refreshing and just reading what everyone's writing and stuff like that. And I'd always like to go as far back, like early to like the beginning comments, and always the top 10 comments are first, yes, below 300, yes, this, that, the other. So that's one thing. And then further through, every so often you'll get a comment. Like today I text, because I'm sort of apart from Ross and Trot sometimes, I text them a couple of things like, haha, this comment's hilarious. And like people come up with really funny and interesting things to say. And like loads and loads of people come up with really useful feedback. It changes what we do, decide like, oh, let's do that. We did Skyblock because so many people asked for it, for example. However, the top comment is rarely anything constructive. It's usually things like, they're not doing this right, thumbs up so they can see it. And whilst a lot of particularly Hat Chat listeners will know we record in bulk, for example, it just means that the top comment is completely sort of irrelevant. So like, I don't know, to me it's just sort of either way. There's loads and loads of good stuff about it, but equally there's loads of useless stuff. So it's not bad of the YouTuber to turn them off. Yeah. They're missing out on a lot of great stuff, but they're also not having to deal with a load of crap as well. It's kind of both.
For anyone that's actually thinking of making YouTube channel or making YouTube videos in general, you've got to have a thick skin in the terms of people will say anything, and some say just really ridiculously, especially if you show your face. You're literally just exposing yourself and not exposing your genitals. I mean, exposing your image, and people can be very harsh. And you've got to have a thick skin and kind of be like, well, who cares? Why does it matter?
You've got to balance it as well. You've got to balance the positivity with the negativity. If you get like 3 dislikes, but you get 400 likes, you've got to think, well, those 3 dislikes are people that won't be viewing any more videos anyway, and if they do, they're just there to dislike your videos for no real reason. So,
or it shows that the content.
Trot developed his thick skin by exposing himself in public toilets.
Yeah.
I did.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, that's what raised the question for the councils, asking what all those holes are about.
Yeah.
And they realised that they could just find Trott running around with a drill. And he's just.
We almost got quite serious then. We almost did.
Yeah. We almost did it, guys. We almost had a sensible conversation. One day.
Yeah. To the end.
One more question, and that'll be it.
Let's have a look.
I like the one at the bottom.
Okay. Anyway, to the point. These are great. Oh, hang on. That's continuing on from a previous part of their question. Their question is, are any of your seemingly random and spontaneous conversations in your videos, e.g. Skylands, are they scripted? I ask this because I realise that a lot of seemingly random conversations are scripted. For example, Top Gear. I'm quite flattered they're comparing us to Top Gear. And if your conversations ever are, to what extent is this? They are
Smith
not.
Is James May, isn't he?
Yeah. They are not scripted at all in any way. And I think that's what kind of makes it different in the sense that that's why we're kind of working so hard on this.
Oh, God, no. We'd never script that crap.
No, we never script any of it.
We wouldn't have the time,
any of the jokes
even
and
if we
stuff
wanted
is
to.
literally just our personalities, and that's what's coming out there. That's why we've had such a long time to try and figure out how we go about doing a narrative stuff, because it's so unnatural for us to actually, I don't know, force the comedy.
And we've
done
exactly.
the
voice acting before, and it hasn't turned. Go to the 1,000 subscriber thing. That is the one point where we did a cutscene which was scripted, and just listen to us.
Yeah,
Listen to how wooden we sound.
And
we sound worse than Keanu Reeves.
Where's Al Smithy gone?
Oh,
I
time
don't
to
know.
blow it up.
And he's like, well, nice, time to blow it up. And it's just so unnatural. So we try to avoid that when we can. And even with this new series that we're doing, we're going to keep it as natural as possible. So it's not.
It's going to
just
be ad-libbed,
yeah.
or it's going to be a vague idea of what we're going to say, and then we're just going to ad-lib everything because we literally can't script. We can't act. So
it's best to be, and plus people seem to prefer what we're like normally, so it's best to keep that way.
It's interesting you brought up Top Gear though, because I think we being English, we've seen Top Gear probably since the beginning, and it never seems scripted. And it's funny because it's obviously scripted now. A lot of it is, and I think maybe the last 4 or 5 seasons have been scripted, but Top Gear has become grossly more popular across the world since that, and I think the staging has kind of opened it up to a wider audience, and I think it is funny. I do enjoy Top Gear. It's just sometimes it is a bit painfully that was clearly staged, which we hope to avoid by not doing it.
Yeah, but that is also a reason why we're not doing the hybrid idea for our new series anymore, because we were going to include Let's Plays into the narrative, and we were wondering where that transition comes. When are we going to start faking that we haven't seen stuff yet, even though we built the sets ourselves? We didn't want that to affect the Let's Play elements, so we thought, let's have our Let's Play as a completely separate series and have our new series completely separate from that, so we can focus on the narration. Everyone knows it's scripted, and everyone knows it's a big story like any movie, and keep our Let's Play separate. So that is a really good question by Paul Jarvis.
Thank you very much, Paul Jarvis, for that question.
And thank you to everybody for your questions, and thank you once again to everybody who is listening and replying to us and sharing and tweeting and donating and keeping us going. And
an important thing for next time is to send us your questions, because we don't get enough. We want more questions, and challenges as well. Send us more challenges. And when you send those to a delightful place, it's hatchat@hat-films.com.
Yep.
Any queries about the podcast, send it there as well. Go to our website. Hopefully the new website should be up very soon, so you can start perusing that and getting registered and getting involved. And
to ensure your question and challenges get viewed by us, we do get a lot of emails to HatChat. Put question in the subject or challenge in the subject, depending on what you do, or question and challenge. It's both, because we've got some clever little mail client things set up where we can literally list all our questions dependent on the subject. So do that, please. Indeed. And have a good day.
Fantastic year from now on. And we would like to wish you a delightful good day from all of us.
Good day.
Good day.
That's right. Good day. The music's coming up. It's drowning us out. The music's already drowned us out. It's already drowning us out. It's gone.